Good morning. It is Training Tuesday day. I am Suzanne Castle, creator and founder of the Sparkle Factor. And every Tuesday, we're here. I'm here live with you, or hey, replay, however you get this, with 10 minutes or less of some content to help you in alignment, meaning that maybe something's off in your business, you're not sure what, or maybe something's off in your life. I usually find that if one or the other is off, then everything is off. And so we deal with some strategies, and all month long, this is January 2023. Hi, January. We're going to be talking about goals because it's everywhere, right? Like this is the time of the year when people turn the page to a new year. They begin to think about who they want to be, how they want to show up, what the year is going to hold for them, and intentional action behind that. And of course, goals support that intentional understanding of how you're showing up in the world. But first, you must know how you want to show up in the world. So I hope you've done that hard work first. Today, as you begin to think about your plans, and I don't think that goal getting, setting, and goodness happens once. I think it is a continual refinement. In fact, I look at my list every day and make shifts and adjustments. But if you're new to this kind of goal getting way of being in the world, that there are some key aspects that I want to be sure you have at the ready as you begin to look at how you are laying out your plans for this new amazing year. There are definitely 6 actions that help you achieve your goals. And as I said in the preview to this, really understanding that sharing your goals with someone else, a coach, a mentor, a friend, a loved one, somebody in your circle, is a great way to begin to help hold you accountable. But besides that, there are some specific actions that can help you in your goal achievement. And so if you're tired of making resolutions, right? Here we are just a few days into January. Maybe you've already fallen by the wayside, or maybe you feel like you're not really accomplishing your goals in the best way that you might could. I would invite you to consider a new approach. And let's talk about that today. You see, I believe that conventional mindset goals fall apart for really several reasons. Once you're aware really of why they fall apart, then I think it's easy to prevent them because you know in advance, you can make a plan, you can set some intentional action to prevent it or fix it so you can be on your way to achievement. This is what I work on all the time with my clients in my courses, especially inside Spark for women specifically, but for companies and corporations as well. We really understand goal getting in a completely different way of being. So, let me give you a couple of techniques to achieve your goals. Take a look at what you've already set for 2023 and let's see where these can be refined. The first is let's make sure that they're realistic, right? One of the most frequent issues that I find with clients is that they pick goals that aren't realistic. They sound great, right? It might be an extraordinary dream, but goals support our dreams. So you need to understand what the difference is. Maybe perhaps you want to travel around the globe, right? You want to read hundreds of books. I'm seeing a lot of people on social media talk about book challenges. Maybe you want to lose an enormous amount of weight and get your life back in a healthy way. However, many of these goals might not be simply possible soon, right? Maybe you don't have the bank account that allows you to just quit work and travel. Maybe you don't have the time to read hundreds of books. Honestly, you can't lose that kind of weight quickly and healthfully if it's hundreds of pounds, let's say. So it's important to make them tangible. Intangible means small, repeatable actions. So, for example, instead of trying to lose 100 pounds quickly, maybe focus on losing 5 pounds a month, right? And that becomes your goal. Your dream is to release 100 pounds. Your goal is losing 5 pounds a month. Make sense? The second thing that I would invite you to consider is really to do what I just did, which is break your goals into a journey, into a pathway, into sustainable action. It's very, very easy to set a goal and then miss it. And then when we miss it, we get upset. Maybe our confidence gets a little bit shaken. We get frustrated. We feel like maybe we just shouldn't have been at that work anyway. But instead of doing this to yourself, with each resolution that you've laid out for this year, try this way instead. View your goal as long term, as a marker on a journey in 2023, where every single leg of the journey leads up to where you're going to finally arrive, right? It's like planning and plotting your map when you're taking a drive. So you'll want to create a plan that gets you to that goal. So you want mini goals along the way and set milestones. And of course, if you work with me at all, you know we're all about celebration at Sparkle Factor headquarters. And so you definitely want to take time to celebrate every single time you've accomplished that mini goal along the way. which means that you must be measuring your progress, right? So that's my third tip for you. So you might be really close to achieving your goals, but you give up too soon because you haven't measuring, you don't have the data. So when you really measure your progress, and I mean religiously with a spreadsheet, with a tracker, whatever it is, accountability coach, you'll be able to see what you're doing more clearly and maybe where you can make a little bit of refinement to get more energy on finally having some goal attainment. I know definitely you're going to be more motivated to stay on the journey and keep pushing towards your resolution. So be sure and set up a system to track your progress. Maybe try some different tools like calendars or journals or apps, a log to keep track of your goals and see which system works best for you. You may have some trial and error here to find out what really hacks in that big, beautiful brain of yours. And then finally, we want to ask for help because when we're asking for help, sometimes we fail because we didn't um, realize we don't have to do it all ourselves. We needed a resource, and that resource might be a people resource, or it might be someone who connect us to a resource, right? And those people will help you kind of understanding that maybe sometimes you have to adjust your goal a little bit. That sometimes they can see the blind spots when you can't. Let's face it, goals often need to be changed or refined along the way. Modification is a part of goal attainment. So as you evolve as a person and you've got this accountability group around you, they're able to help you do that quickly so that you don't get sidelined in your goal attainment. And in some cases, let's face it, not achieving a goal might be a blessing. I talked to my elite group of clients yesterday about procrastination, seeing procrastination as a gift, because sometimes we need to pause and figure out, what's my body telling me? What's my mind telling me? Am I not getting after this because I'm hungry or because I need to shift my goal or because a life event has happened? And so we need to be about modification. And sometimes that happens best when you've been asking for help and you have an accountability around you. All right, here was your Training Tuesday today. Be proactive about your goals. I know you can do this. Take effective action that support you, support your goals, and you'll find that achievement comes much, much easier. To help you along your way this year, I'm running my very popular 5-day free Glittery Goals Challenge. It's going to happen January 24th for 5 days. It's about 10, 15 minutes every day of live video. Of course, you get the replay. There's a workbook and it's free. Now, why do I not do it now along with everybody else? Well, let me tell you about that. So actually, I think it's really important. I'm putting the link in the comments right now, but it's really important to kind of start with intention, find what your energy is going to be, get your flow for 2023. And then by about the third or fourth week of January, we're ready to really lay out our roadmap. So that's what this is. The Glittery Goal Challenge is all about heightening, right? Lightening up what we've already said we want to be in the world. Okay. And so we definitely want to make that happen. And the best way to make that happen is right there at SuzanneCastle.com/goals. 5 days, totally free. It'll be like this. Quick action tips with an actual action workbook that help you align. So spend these next couple of weeks ramping up, getting ready, know who you want to be in the world in 2023. Start practicing things, start living into things. And then together, beginning in January, we will, third week, line that out, make a sustainable roadmap for you that you can carry through the rest of 2023. I'm so glad that you were here with me. Again, you can visit SuzanneCastle.com/goals and all of that will be there for you. You can sign up. And when you sign up, you will get all the information, you will get the reminders, and you will get the replays. Whether or not you sign up right here at this link, I know that you can be your best goal-getting goodness self. Take some time, pause, reflect. Don't just leave 2022 in the dust. Take the lessons, breathe into your being, and then get after your goals. I'm Suzanne Castle. I'll see you next Tuesday.